just be pests. So I think it's just natural for us. I think that's going to be a good identity for our team, good strength for us going down our non-conference and in conference. So we're definitely going to add that to our strengths.
How did you guys climb out of the hole? 13 points in the first half and again 10 points in the second half.
I mean, going into halftime, Coach Grant said, just stay the course. We got to come out and play aggressive, and play like we know how to play. And, we took that to heart. And, our press was working. We turned them over and we limited them to one shot. So.
My bad. Games like that again?
Excuse me, what did you say?
I said, with all you've been through, how does it feel to impact games like that again?
It felt good. Like I told the team, I ain't felt like my blood rush like that in a minute. It was fun out there, getting hype and fight out with the team, getting the crowd involved. That's what I do. I think it's just natural and it's fun. It was fun when I was doing it my freshman year, and I had a lot of fun today.
What does it say about this group? Obviously, you guys are a lot of new faces trying to build off each other, have that chemistry. For you guys to come back in the way you did, what do you think? How does that define this group so far?
I think that was a good thing for us, go through a little bit of adversity early in the season. We didn't put our heads down. We just kept fighting. I think I told the team, no, let's go. We still got time, about 11 minutes left. We was down 10. And that's exactly what they did. They responded well. We all responded to the challenge. And, I'm just glad we got the dub today on the home court.
How big was that home court advantage for fans? How much did they help you guys tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely good strength for us, as boost, missing free throws and stuff like that to the other team, keep the pressure on. So appreciate the fans for that.
Yeah, it was rocking to hear. Like there was a point during the game where I couldn't hear myself think. Like it was so loud in there, but it was rocking.
Is there any one thing that turned it around for you guys last part of the second half?
I think that press. I think about like the 11 minutes, like I said before, the press got us, good easy buckets, and then that freed us up on the half court. Everybody started flowing together. Everybody was hitting shots. The energy was rising. So I think that press definitely helped us a lot, and I think we're gonna keep using it.
You feel like you wore them down because maybe you didn't get a lot of turnovers early, but you got a lot later.
I think we just turned the pressure up. I think we was kind of just feeling them out. It's Big Ten team coming in here. I mean, I haven't played in a minute, so I think that second half we kind of just relaxed a little bit, and we did what we always do in practice and stuff like that.
I mean, he's one of the hardest working players, if not the hardest working players on the team. I mean, his intangibles. I mean, he plays hard, he steals the ball. Locking up their best player on when he's guarding them. It's just the little things, and he can score. I mean, and he's athletic. So he's just a great player, and he brings a lot to this team.
Just probably the same thing he says, intangibles, his effort, his hard work, and just his energy. I say he's a lead by example instead of a vocal leader. And I would say I'm probably more of a vocal leader. But he's definitely a key to our team. Just bring the defense, athleticism, and then when he's hitting shots is definitely good so he can space the floor. So like just said, Zed said, this intangibles.
Would you say that Cheeks maybe overlooked a little bit of the returning guys when people look at our roster this year?
Yeah, I think I said in all interviews that when people ask me who most impressed me, and I always say Cheeks, just because how hard he works. Last year I think he was kind of snubbed for didn't get the defensive team last year. So I think he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. It's his last year, 5th year. I think he really wants to get back to that tournament, and that's what we're all trying to do.
Seems like a perfect time for the finger guns, right? Like, how do you decide when to bring those up?
Stop, bro. Well, it's just for M1s, just finger guns. I did it a little bit too long. I got excited.
He was about to get attacked.
Yeah, I got excited. I was out there. Yeah, I can't do it for that long, but it's only for M1s. These finger guns, razor roofs for dunks. But the rare combination.
He got too much celebration. He don't even know what celebration you want to do.
But imagine it's a dunk and one dunk. Then
But as long as you don't get attacked, bro. Okay. As long as you don't get attacked.
Yeah, Mal, you saw the team do this a number of times last year. You didn't have to tournament. Bigger stage, bigger comeback. You watched all that. I mean, did any of that rub off on you tonight? Seeing what you guys can do in these
I just remember watching my team in the A10 tournament and March Madness. So I just wanted to get back on the court. So I did when I after that day, I just wanted to make sure I did all my rehab So I can never have that feeling again. So I could be out there with my teammates.
You guys are in the midst of that comeback late in the game, high intensity, and it's coming down to it. How it seemed like you guys just kind of didn't wait. Is that just how this team just continues to kind of face the adversity head on and make sure you execute those big plays?
Yeah, like I said, in halftime, we were down 8, but we was always still in the game. They had their runs, we had our runs, but I think our press really turned it up, and I think it kind of sped them up. Like I said before, the crowd got involved, everybody started flowing, energy was rising, and that's what we need to do to get wins.
Malachi, so there's you, Bosh, Cheeks, Seven. Who is the best thief before?
What do you think?
I
I was gonna say myself, but he that's not fair, so he got it.
I don't know.
Cheeks is a good
See, like,
on-ball defender. I say
On
that.
ball, like you have Vaughn that wait for you to get the rebound and bring it down, and then you don't have the ball no more. Yeah.
It's kind of different. I feel like Cheeks is more on ball with pressure. Vaughn is a little sneaky, and I feel like I'm good, off ball, getting steals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think our combination is just perfect.
You gotta watch out for Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn sneaky.
I'll have the ball, and next thing I won't have the ball. Maybe going down the other way.
They had a lot of offensive rebounds early in the game. Concentrate on doing something about that in the second half.
I mean, yeah, that was a point of emphasis for us. We knew that they're a good offensive rebounding team, and they're strong, and that's what they do. So going into halftime, it was like, look, we got to limit them to one shot, and we did. And how many second chance points did you say?
I don't know. At halftime they had like 7.
Seven,
But I
but
don't know.
I don't know if they had that many in the second half. So that helped us, limit them to one shot, and for us to get out and transition and run.
This team is going to be very similar to other teams you guys are going to see about a month. What does playing a Big Ten team like Northwestern, do for you guys to help prepare for, obviously, that tournament coming up? You guys are going to see some of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, this is a good challenge for us. I think we kept our heads up when we went through adversity. It's the second game of the season. This is what we want. Like I said, we played Xavier, first exhibition game. Big East team, good Big East team. So this is good for us. We have a tough non-conference schedule, and like I said before, just glad we got the dub. Secure home court.
Any other questions? Thank you, fellas.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
You're here playing around too much.
Oh, my back. I don't know. I would wait for him.
Hey, Kyle, would you mind going up to the training room and finding out how long Mike's gonna have to shake for our?
Thank you.
some reason the door won't stay open, so I can just hold it open. For some reason the door won't stay open, so after the door stops.
Ready? Well, I thought tonight, was a great early season battle. Northwestern's a really, really good team, extremely well coached. We knew coming in that it'd be a really physical game. Martinelli for them is a load. He's really good, and he had his impact on the game throughout. I thought the first half, our guys did a really good job defensively of understanding the scouting report and what we had to do. They were able to really dominate the glass in the first half. We knew that would be a big part of it. We talked about that before, and it impacted the game. They had 11 second chance points, and then like any game, it comes down. You got to be able to make shots. We struggled to make shots for stretches there in the first half to start the game, and then we had a lull there that allowed them to build a double-digit lead. And coming in at the half, being down 8, I think it was. We talked about the need to continue to guard, to continue to understand what we needed the game to look like from a tempo and style standpoint, but we had to do a better job on the glass. I thought our guys did that. We felt comfortable that the things we did in the first half, we didn't help ourselves in terms of how we played from an offensive standpoint. We were able to attack them a little differently in the second half. We had some success with shots going in. It kind of opened the floor up for us. And then we were able to create penetration. I thought Malachi did a great job of running the team and getting guys shots. Guys were able to make plays on both sides of the ball. I think at the end of the day, I would say this was more of a style of play win. I thought the overall tempo, both sides of the ball, allowed us to be in a position to continue to fight and pull out the win. I thought the crowd was amazing tonight. Great environment, and just a great college basketball game. We're excited that we were able to get the win.
Press, how much did that change the game in the second half?
I thought it was impactful, really, both halves. I think it's a cumulative effect, over the course of 40 minutes. In order to get in the press, you got to score. And we struggled in the first half. In the second half, we had more consistency in terms of being able to score the ball, so we were able to be more effective and impactful. And I thought it over the course of the game, it took its toll on him.
How about Cheeks' impact?
Yeah, he was huge. He was huge. I mean, throughout the game, his ability to get in the lane, defensively, he had 6 steals tonight. He had his footprints all over the game tonight. Just stuff that doesn't necessarily show up in the stat sheet. I know he had a good stat line, but he was huge just in terms of his impact overall. I thought we had a lot of really good efforts, and certainly he was certainly big in terms of what he brought.
The scoreless runs in either half, do you think were the guys putting up forced shots, or was it just the lack of luck? Or
I think we missed some good ones. I think there were times where we made poor decisions, like you could expect. I think, you look across the country, that's probably what you're seeing all over the country right now. It's guys trying to figure each other out, trying to figure out what they do, how they impact the game, what their roles are. It's 2 games into it. So, you want to see your guys continue to grow and get better. We were by no stretch perfect today, but it's always good when you can win and learn, right? And so that's what we try to do. Every game, we want to win and we want to learn. We want to get better, right? And so, grateful tonight that we're able to win, and then we'll be able to take lessons from this. Hopefully, that'll help us in the next one.
Anthony, the way that the team was able to come back and big threes, the dunks, and the excitement during the end. Are we getting a glimpse of the chemistry for these teams especially with all the new faces really starting to gel and mesh?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I can't predict the future, but I think the identity of this team needs to be a team that plays to a certain tempo. And I think we're built for it. I think, defensively we can create havoc. I think we're built for that. I think we have a variety of different pieces on any given night, can have, explosive nights offensively. I don't feel like we've put it together yet in terms of understanding all of what we have offensively. I'll learn them more. They'll learn each other more. They'll learn more what we need to do to be better, But yeah, I think I like where we're building. This was a great win for us early in the season, and it builds a lot of confidence. I think it just continues to build, that chemistry and that trust, and it's 2 games in, a lot of new pieces, and they got to figure each other out, and I think, they're excited to be able to get the win. We're all excited to be able to get the win. And like I just said out there, I think I'm grateful just with the support that we get, and I think it when you get to do something that you see brings a lot of joy to people, that's gratifying, so I don't want to lose sight of that as well.
How big was that home court edge tonight?
Oh, it was huge. I thought our crowd made a big difference throughout the game. When we struggled in the first half, we didn't give them a whole lot to cheer about because we struggled. When we made runs in the second half, they made their presence felt, and I thought it made a difference tonight for on their team, right? Their ability to execute, and also for us, giving us the energy we needed to finish it.
You were down 10 midway through the second half. What turned it around for you?
Well, I think the same things we talked about. I think, we were able to find ways to make shots. I thought we were able to exploit some things that they were doing defensively. We were able to take advantage of some things to get us some looks, and we were able to make some threes. We got some of those same looks in the first half that didn't go in. We were able to make some, and then when you make shots and you stretch the defense, now we created opportunities to be able to get to the rim and get to the free throw line, and the guys were able to take advantage of that. And then when you make shots, you're able to press, right? And now the press is can take an impact and a toll in terms of not necessarily always turning the team over, but right, just the cumulative effect of them having to go against that and then be able to execute on the half court. And I thought it affected the game.
Coach, can you pull back the drapes a little bit? Tell us maybe what you saw from a coach's perspective of Malachi's rehab. That's weird.
Malachi's what?
Rehabs.
Yeah, resiliency. A love of the game. I think it was difficult for him, just to go through whatever, an injury his freshman year that ended the season, and kind of changed the trajectory of where that team could have maybe been in terms of NCAA tournament aspirations. And then to come back the next year after going through, that whole rehab process, and then to be in and out of the lineup, and in and out of playing, and not knowing, if your body was going to hold up. Some guys that could have changed the whole trajectory of how they felt about their career, having 2 surgeries on his ankles and not knowing how your body's going to respond after getting double ankle surgery, especially the position and how he plays the game. And then to fight to come back and then have knee surgery that ends the season for you. You guys know my passion for mental health, and understanding how different things can impact people in a negative way. And so I think he's shown, resiliency. He's still a young guy. Still got to figure it out. Still learning, but I think it just shows his love of the game, his heart, his willingness to do the things that he needs to do, because at the end of the day, he wants to win. He wants to help his teammates win. So proud of him. He still has to grow like any other kid. These guys come to college. He came in, I think, at 18, 19. Last week, I think he had a birthday. He's 22 now. So you just want to continue to see him grow. But I'm proud of him for staying with it. And it's great on nights like this when that comes together for him. And it's a good feeling.
Last year, he was not able to play in the game when you went to Evanston. Did you notice any extra chip on his shoulder mentality this week in the days leading up?
No, I think, no. No, I think, we've had a lot that he's had to deal with, and our team, this is a different year. This is a different team. So last year was last year. We're focused on right now.
You get a chance to play a Big Ten school, Northwestern, especially when later this month, really stiff non-conference schedule. You guys play some of the best teams in the country. How does that help this team in preparation?
You know, we set goals for ourselves to try to put ourselves in position with the schedule that we make, you know, and just the guys, the way they work, to put ourselves in position, you know, to be a team that can be in the conversation for an at-large bid, you know. And so these games like this, they matter, you know, for us. These early season contests, they really matter, you know. Throughout the A-10, these type of games matter, you know. And so, you know, the hope is, like we always talk about, you know, if we're going to be a multi-bid league, then we got to be able to take care of our business as a conference in the non-conference to put ourselves in position where we can do that. And so that's the goal, you know, and so that's why you schedule games like this. And yeah, so we're fortunate to be able to get the win today.
Jayon was on the bench tonight. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's had I guess some type of viral illness that's just going around. We've had a couple guys that have had some impacts of that. Posh was feeling it, you know, the last couple of days. He wasn't 100% today either, but yeah, he was able to be available today. He's been going through it a little bit as well. So just that time of year.
Your next opponent, Ball State, was a team you beat in your first game here as a Dayton coach. I know you remember.
You remember that?
I remember.
What happened at the end?
I'm not that old. I know you remember the finish.
Yeah, I do.
Was
Yeah,
that
I do.
a special moment for you?
Of course. Yeah, of course. First game, the way we were able to win the game was something that's hard to forget. So appreciate you know, the Josh Cunningham for the catch and the finish, and Zarius Williams for the pass. So yeah, that was a great finish.
Short turnaround to that next one, kind of again though, it's just getting the guys kind of in the rhythm of, you know, game by game, you know, in between getting the rhythm of practices. Is that feeling?
I mean, that's what this is, right? You develop that rhythm, you know, and so we're figuring that out right now. So we've got a couple days here, you know, to appreciate what we were able to do today, and then it is a quick turnaround, you know, and so we'll be ready to go. I think Wednesday is the next one. So yeah, we'll be ready.
Anything else?
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
You said that.
Yeah, but if I didn't ask him.
Full water volleyball, full Orby volleyball.
Yep.
Springboro girls soccer.
All right.
They Springboro just won. They won. They just won on weekdays. We are.